Hello folks, it's your pal, Mickey Mouse! And today I'll be reading you a creepypasta. And since the Asian guy, Twing, is gone, I'm going to be reading you Abandoned by Disney. And hopefully that doesn't happen to me, or else I won't have a job. Anyway, here we go. Some of you may have heard that the Disney Corporation is responsible for at least one real-life ghost town. It's called Mickey Mouse's Clubhouse, which is my pants. You kids want to go there? It's better than Disneyland. Anyway, Disney built the Treasure Island Resort in Baker's Bay in the Bahamas. Oh, that's like the Indian guy that covered for him the other day. Wow. How about that? It didn't start as a ghost town. Disney's cruise ships would actually stop at the resort and leave tourists there to relax in luxury. This is fact. Look it up. No, thank you. Disney blew $30 million on the place. Yes, $30 million. You know what? They should be using that $30 million on me, Mickey Mouse, because I need a new dressing room. I don't want to live in that little Tom and Jerry hole. No, that's stupid. I want a refund. Then they abandoned it. Disney blamed the shallow waters, too shallow for their ships to safely operate. You know who's shallow? Minnie Mouse! She wants me for my fame and money, that dirty slut! And there was even blame cast on the workers, saying that since they were from the Bahamas, they were too lazy to work a regular schedule. You lazy I'm not gonna say the F word. I can't say that. That's where the factual nature of this story ends. It wasn't because of sand, and it obviously wasn't because foreigners were lazy. Both are convenient excuses. No, I sincerely doubt those reasons were legitimate. Why don't I buy the official story? Because of Mowgli's Palace, near the beach side of Emerald Isle in North Carolina, Disney began construction on Mowgli's Palace, or Mowgli's. Why can I not read? I'm a mouse. In the late 1990s, I made Pluto my bitch. Wait, that wasn't in the text, sorry. The concept was a jungle-themed resort with a large, you guessed it, palace in the city, or in the center of the whole thing. So, is this about me, Mickey Mouse, or is this about Peter fucking Pan? I'm gonna sue somebody. If you're unfamiliar with the character Mowgli, then you might better remember the story The Jungle Book. Oh, those hairy fuckers. If you haven't seen it anywhere else, you know it as the Disney cartoon. My voice cracked. What's happening to me? Over 100 years, I've never had puberty. You know it as the Disney cartoon from decades past. Mowgli is an abandoned child in the jungle, also known as my pubic hair. Essentially raised by animals, or my crabs, and simultaneously threatened / pursued by other animals. Oh, that's some scary shit. Somebody hold my trousers. Mowgli's Palace was a controversial undertaking from the start. Disney bought up a ton of high-priced land for the project, and there was actually a scandal surrounding some of the purchases. The local government claimed eminent domain on people's homes, then turned around and sold the properties to Disney. Oh my god. If I didn't work for Disney, I would be calling them corporate fuckers. But you know what? I won't. I'll save that for later when I get fired. At one point, a home that had just been constructed was immediately condemned with little to no explanation. The land grabbed by the government was supposedly for some fictional highway project. What the fuck is this, a fashion show? This isn't Project Runway. I'll show you a runway. It's called my penis. Knowing full well what was going on, people started calling it Mickey Mouse Highway. Yeah, they better fucking call that. Finally get some appreciation over here. Then there was the concept art. A group of stuffed t-shirts from Disney Co. actually held a city meeting. Ooh. They intended to sell everyone on how lucrative. I have no idea what that word means, but whatever. This project was going to be for everybody. When showed the concept art, this gigantic Indian palace surrounded by... Is this the fucking Taj Mahal or some shit? Because I'm not reading this. Whatever. Surrounded by jungle, stuffed with men and women in loincloths and tribal gear. Oh, loincloths on women. Yeah, fuck you, Minnie. Go get myself Tarzan's sister. Well, suffice to say everyone flipped their shit. Whoa, some big word. We're talking about a large Indian palace jungle in loincloths, not only in the center of a relatively wealthy area, but also a somewhat xenophobic area of the southern USA. Fat-ass America. I'm kidding. No, I love you. It was a questionable mix at that point in history. One member of the crowd tried to storm the stage, but he was quickly subdued by security after he managed to break one of the presentation boards over his knee. What the fuck is this guy? That's some disrespectful things. You know, if I was the chairman of Disney, I would get that guy arrested, not just subdued by security. I would get him anally punished with my runway penis. Disney took that community and essentially broke it over its knee. Wow. Douchebags. The houses were razed, the land was cleared, and there wasn't a damn thing anyone could do or say about it. Local TV and newspapers were against the resort at the beginning, but some insane connection between Disney's media holdings and local venues came into play, and their opinions turned on a dime. What the fuck are you, Two-Face? Jeez. So anyway, Treasure Island, the Bahamas, Disney sunk those millions in and then spilled. The same thing happened with Mowgli's palace. A lot of palaces. Or islands. What the fuck. Construction was complete. Visitors actually stayed at the resort. The surrounding communities were flooded with traffic and my penis. Oh, what? And the usual annoyances associated with an influx of lost and irate tourists. Then it all just stopped. Disney shut it down, and nobody knew what the hell to think of it. What the fuck? Why would they shut it down? You know, Mickey Mouse Highway should be still there. I don't know. Where was I? Disney's loss was pretty hilarious and wonderful to a large group of folks who didn't want this in the first place. I honestly didn't give the palace another thought since hearing it close over a decade ago. Oh, yeah, good job. I live maybe 4 hours from Emerald Isle. Also, this is a true story or something? Because I don't believe this for shit. So really, I only heard the rumblings and didn't experience any of it firsthand. Then I read this article from someone who had explored the Treasure Island Resort and posted a whole blog. Oh, crazy shit! Oh, he found there stuff just left behind, things smashed, the face probably ruined by the disgruntled former employees who had lost their jobs. Oh. More unemployment for you, Obama. Hell, the locals from all around probably had a hand in wrecking that place. People there felt just as angry about Treasure Island as folks here did about Mowgli's palace. Plus, there were rumors that Disney had their aquarium stock in the local waters when they closed, including sharks. Okay, so they had sharks. Big whoop, right? Who wouldn't want to take a few swings at some merchandise after that? Well, what I'm getting at is that this blog about Treasure Island got me thinking. even though many years had passed since its closing, I figured might be cool to do some urban exploration. Oh, that's what I said to Minnie right before I gave her anal. Woohoo! Anyway, where was I again? Well, whatever. Naturally, no official Disney site or resource. Wait, I think I missed a line. Oh yeah. Take some photos, write about my experience, and probably see if there was anything I could take home as a memento. You could take my babies. I'm kidding. Only if, well, you know what? I don't really care. I'm a mouse. I can fuck everyone I want. I'm not going to say I wasted no time in getting there, because honestly, it took me another year after I first found that Treasure Island, that the Treasure Island article to get around to going up. What the fuck am I reading? Fuck this. Over the course of that year, I did a lot of research on the Palace Resort. Or rather, I tried to. Naturally, no official Disney site or resource had made any mention of the place that had been scrubbed clean. Oh, I want to get a sponge bath now. Nice soft sponge bath from Goofy. You know how nice that would be? And then his buck teeth rubbing low. Oh, okay, you know what? Whatever. Let's not get into my gay fantasies. Even odder, however, was that I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on. The producer is making fun of me. Even odder, however, was that nobody before myself had apparently thought to blog about the place or even post a photo. None of the local TV or newspaper or porn sites had one word about the place. Wait, no, that didn't say porn sites. I'm sorry. Though that was to be expected since they had all swung Disney's way. Just like how I swung my dick Disney's way, right? Right? Oh, you want to censor me now? Fuck you, Disney! They wouldn't be out there lauding their embarrassment, you know. Recently, I learned that corporations can actually ask Google, for example, to remove links from search results. Basically for no good reason. Looking back, it's really not that nobody spoke of the result, but rather their words were made inaccessible. Ho ho! That's what Donald said when I was trying to do his girlfriend. It's inaccessible. It's inaccessible, Mickey! You can't do that! Ugh! No, I'll do what I want. I'm Mickey fucking Mouse. Where the fuck am I? Oh yeah. Over the course of the year, I did a lot of research on the Palace Resort, or rather I tried to. Naturally, no official Disney site or resource made any mention of the place. Oh yeah, wait, I read this. What the fuck? Oh yeah. So in the end, I could barely find the place. All I had to go on was an old as hell map I'd received in the mail back in the 90s. It was a promotional item sent out to people who had recently been to Disney World. And I guess since I had been there in the late 80s, that was recent. I didn't really intend to hang out onto it. It just got shoved in my books and comics from my childhood. I'd only remembered it in months into my research. You know what? I was actually hired to research AIDS. I ended up giving one of the other scientists it. Like, oh my god. I got sued. And even then it took me, this is a story by the way. And even then it took me another few weeks to locate the storage bin my parents had shoved it all into. What the?
Yeah, maybe.
What?
The producers aren't happy with you swearing on live.
No, you know what? I don't give a shit.
You know, I'm really sorry to tell you this, but we're gonna have to fire you.
What?
I'm gonna have to ask you to get out of the studio.
What?
This instant.
No.
Do not make me call security.
What are you doing? What? No. You know what? Oh god! Oh! Oh god! Oh! Oh god! Oh, nobody fucks with Mickey Mouse! Oh god! Okay, you know what? No, you know, that stinky Asian can have his job back. Fuck you guys. I'm going back to Disney. I quit.
Twing. I'm sorry about what happened, and we want you back, full pay, and you'll even get a raise.
You know what? I don't know what happened. You know, I go on vacation and then I look online and I get replaced by some stinky 7-Eleven Indian dude and Mickey fucking Mouse.
Oh, we apologize. All right, they were out of jobs. They needed a place to stay.
How the fuck is Mickey Mouse out of a job? You know.
Well, you know, it's complicated. It's kind of like the Barney situation.
Okay. So you want me to read the story?
We want you to continue where Mickey left off because we don't actually have enough studio time for you to read the whole story over.
What the fuck did Mickey riff off? Okay, you know what? I'll just swing it today.
Alright.
Okay, whatever. Hello, people. I'm back. I was on vacation to downtown Chinatown, you know. Okay, producer guy, you left. Okay, anyway. Okay, so let's see. Where should I start? Okay, recently I learned the corporation can ask Google, for example, to remove the link from search result. Basically, for no reason. Looking back, it's probably not the nobody spoke of the result. You know what? What the fuck am I reading? Oh, abandoned by Disney. Okay, I did not know. I thought this was some bullshit story. What the fuck? I thought this was an article on fucking Wikipedia. Okay, whatever. Oh, I don't know where I am now. Okay, fuck this. But I did find it. Locals were no help as most were transplants, boobies, but had moved to the beach in recent year. Or old resident who just sneered at me and made rude gesture. Oh, rude gesture, what the fuck? It's a very rude thing to do. You know, the middle finger. I only do that to my wife. You know, she does not give me the foot massage, I give her the finger. Not in the vagina hole, you know. Just fuck to you. Like that. Anyway, the drive took me through an inordinately long corridor of overgrowth. Tropical plant that had run rampant and overpopulated. This is a big word, what the fuck? The area mixed with the native species of flora. They actually belonged there. And it was all in caps. I don't know if I was going to yell or not. But, and had tried to reclaim the land. The fuck? Are you Native American or something? I was in awe when I reached the front gate of the resort. Tremendous, monolithic wooden gates whose supports to either side looked like they must have been cut from giant sequoias. Yes, see? How the fuck do you say that word? Anyway, the gate itself had been gouged in several places by woodpecker and eaten away by the bass. Ooh, the bass. Drop the bass. Pa, 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 pa. You know, I like my dubstep like that. You know, Skrillex. I think I mentioned Skrillex before. No, pa, 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 pa. Okay, whatever. Hanging on the gate was a sheet. Did I just say shit? Okay, whatever. The sheet of metal. Some iron scrap. What the fuck am I doing? Some random scrap in hand-painted letters scrawled in black. Racist. Abandoned by Disney. Clearly, the handiwork. Oh, handiwork. Oh, I like that. You know. My wife do that for me, and if she does not, fuck to her, you know. Past local or an employee who wanted to make some small protest. The gates were open enough to walk through, but not dry. So grabbing my digital camera and the map whose flip side showed a layout of the resort, I set off on foot. Okay. The inner grounds of the place were just as overgrown as the entryway. Palm trees stood untended and ragged among piles of their own coconuts. Banana plants, similarly, I cannot say that word, I'm Asian, what the fuck, stood in their own stinking, bug-riddled refuse. There was this sort of crash between order and chaos. Sounds like a movie, you know. The order and chaos of Shin Kong King Kong. Okay. As carefully planted rows of perennial flowers mixed with obnoxious tall weed. Ooh, holy shit. Colorado. And stinking blackened mushrooms. What the fuck? First weed, now mushrooms? Are we trying to get high here? What the fuck? All that remained of any outdoor structures were broken, rotting wood, and various charred bits of unidentifiable material. What was most likely an important booth or an outdoor bar was now simply a pile of shit. Oh, sorry, assorted debris, chopped up by past vandalism and ravaged by weather. Also ravaged my penis. By my penis. Sorry, that was the first penis joke I made. Wait, no, never mind. I talk about my wife. I'm very sorry, Chinko. The most interesting thing on the ground was a statue of Baloo. Some Indian guy again? What the fuck? The Friendly Bear. Oh, Jungle Book. I know that movie. I watch it with my... never mind. Which stood in a sort of courtyard in front of a main building. He was frozen in a jovial wave toward no one, staring into empty space with a silly toothy grin. As bird shit. Sorry. With a silly toothy grin as bird shit covered whole swaths of his fur and vines ensnared his... Someone needs to take a bath, you know. That's a very nasty... As the That's So Raven would say, you know. Nasty. Anyway. I approached the main building, the Paris, only to find the outside of the building covered in graffiti where the original paint hadn't peeled and chipped away. The front doors weren't just open. They had been taken off their hinges and were stolen. What the fuck? Any black guy around here? If they were stolen, there had to be a black guy. Has any black guy... Okay, no, you know what? Fuck this. Above the front doors, or the gaping maw where they had been, someone had once again painted "Abandoned by Disney." Wow, very good painting job. I wish I could tell you about all the awesome stuff I saw inside the Paris. Forgotten statues, abandoned cash register, a full-fledged secret society of homeless bums. But no, what the fuck? A full-fledged society of homeless bums? You mean the KKK? Oh, please don't kill me. The inside of the building was so stark, Tony Stark, so bare that I actually think people had stolen the molding of the wall. More black people! How is the KKK and the black people? What the fuck? Anything that was too big to steal, counters, desks, giant fig trees, they were all resting amid this empty echo chamber that amplified my every step like a low ratatata of a machine gun. I checked the floor plan and headed to all locations that might seem in any way interesting. The kitchen was, as you'd imagine, an industrial food prep area with all the appliances in space. No expenses spared. Every glass surface was broken. Every door knocked off its hinges. Every metal surface kicked and dented. The entire place smelled like very old piss. Who the fuck are you, R. Kelly? What the fuck? The huge freezer, not even remotely cool now, had row upon row of empty shelf space. Hooks hung from the ceiling, probably for hanging cuts of meat. And as I stood inside for a moment, they were swinging. Sorry, not singing. What the fuck? Each hook swung in a random direction. One direction! But their movements were so slow and small that it was almost impossible to see. I figured it had been caused by my footstep, so I stopped one from singing by clutching it in my face. What the fuck are you, a basketball player? Clutch! Then carefully letting go, but within seconds it started to swing more, like my penis. The bathrooms were in much the same state as the rest of the place, just like the Treasure Island Resort. Someone had smashed each porcelain commode with coconuts or other implements. there was about a half-inch of rancid. What the fuck is rancid? Some kind of anus poison. Stinking stagnant water on the floor, so I didn't stay there very long. What's odd is that the toilets and sink and the bidets in the latest room. Ooh, the latest room! This guy is a pervert, what the fuck? Or drip, leak, or just ran freely. It seemed to me that they should have shut the water off for long ago. There were plenty of rooms in the resort, but naturally I don't have the time to look through them all. The few I did peer into were similarly wrecked, and I didn't expect to find anything here. Ho 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 ho. I thought there was actually television or radio in one room, as I really think I heard a quiet conversation coming out. You know what the conversation was? The KKK. You know, oh, what should we do with this black guy? Oh, we should eat him, you know. Anyway, I'm very racist, I'm sorry. Mwah. Though it was like a whisper. Probably my own breathing echoing in the silence. Or just another case of the sound of flowing water playing tricks on my mind. This is what it sounded like. I didn't believe it. Short unknown reply. I didn't know that. Your father told you. Unknown reply. So are they talking about if someone was Hispanic or not? You know? I didn't believe it. And then someone said, but you are the Mexican person. You know, you jump over the border. And then your father told you. And then I think they kill him. Oh wait, no, he was weeping. What the fuck? I know. This sounds ridiculous. Who the fuck is getting arrested? Oh shit, Mickey Mouse is on the loose. Oh, I can see him over there. Oh shit. He got tasered. What the fuck? Oh, okay. No, yeah, okay, whatever. At the front doors of the palace again, I figured I hadn't found anything of note and had wasted the trip up. As looked out the door, I noticed something interesting in the courtyard that I had apparently missed. Something that would give me at least one twang to show for all my trouble, even if it was just a photograph. There was a lifelike statue of a python, maybe 80 feet long, coiled up and sunning itself on a pedestal right in the center of the area. It was almost time for the sun to start setting, so the light fell onto the object in the perfect way for the photograph. I approached the python and snapped a photo. Then I stood on my toes and snapped another. Holy shit. I moved closer again to get the detail of its face. It's Slenderman, it has no face, you fucktard. Slowly, casually, the python... Oh, it's a python. I wasn't listening to anything I was saying. What the fuck? The python lifted its head, looked directly into my eyes, turned and slithered off the pedestal, across the grass, into the tree. All 80 feet of it, its long, disappeared into the woods before its tail even left the sunning spot. Disney had released all their exotic animal onto the ground. Right there, where on my floor plan map was the reptile house. I should have known. I'd read about the sharks at Treasure Isle, and I should have known they'd done this. I was dumbfounded. Yeah, you are the dumbfounded, you dumb ass. Just utterly stupefied. Oh wow, the big word. My mouth has been hanging open from the longest time before I came back down to earth and snapped it shut. I blinked a few times and backed away from where the snake had been, back toward the palace. Even though it was totally gone, I still wasn't taking any chances. Backed my way into the building. It took a few deep breaths. Breast? Did I just say breast? And slaps to my own face. So I put the breast on my face. Motorboat! Right in the head after that. Oh my god. I got titties everywhere, you know. Thank you, Xinghan. I looked for a place to sit down, as my legs were feeling a bit like Jerry at this point. Of course, there was no place to sit down unless I was in recline. to the broken glass and dead leaf carpet, or haul myself onto the desk of a questionably reliability. I cannot read for shit. I had seen some stairs near the Paris' lobby and decided to go. Okay, you know what? He's just talking about Paris. What the fuck is this Extreme Makeover House Edition? The staircase was far enough away from the front of the building to be relatively clean, save for the starting I cannot read that shit. Accumulation. Okay. The stairway led downward below ground level. Using my camera flash as a sort of improvised flashlight, the staircase ended in a metal mesh door with a padlock. The sign on the door, a real sign, read, "Mascots only, thank you." This perked up my spirits a bit for two reasons. One, a mascots only area would have definitely had some interesting stuff back in the day. Two, the padlock was still in place. Nobody had gone down there. Not the vandals, not the looter, not anybody. This was the one place I could actually explore and perhaps find something interesting to photograph or wantonly steal. Sorry, wow, what the fuck? I'm hungry. I had come to the Paris, essentially agreeing with myself that it was okay to take anything I wanted because, hey, abandoned. The mascots only area was startling and very welcomed change from the rest of the building I'd seen. For every second or third, fluorescent light overhead was illuminated, even though they flickered and faded randomly. Although nothing had been stolen or broken, even if age and exposure were definitely taking the toll. As I walked the maze-like sub-basement hallways of the mascots only area, the sights just became more and more interesting. Like my sex life, you know. Bang, 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 bang. As I went further, desks and tables were knocked over, paper scattered, and almost melded with the damn floor. And large carpet of mold was slowly overtaking the rotting crimson floor covering. Eventually, I reached a black and yellow striped door with the words "Character Prep 1" stenciled on it. The door wouldn't open at first. I figured this was probably where the costumes were kept, and I definitely wanted a photograph of that twisted, stinking mess. Try as I might, whatever angle or trick I tried, the door wouldn't budge. Inside the room was completely dark, pitch black, like a black guy. Oh no, sorry. I used the camera flash to look for a light switch on the wall by the door, but there was nothing. It took a second for my eyes to adjust. It seemed like the light was going to keep getting brighter until the bulbs exploded. But just when I thought I could reach critical stage, the light dimmed a bit and steadied. What I found odd and what I wanted to photograph right away was a Mickey Mouse costume at the center of the room. Unlike the other costume, it was... Wait, Mickey Mouse. What the fuck? Is this why he got fired? What the fuck? I'm confused. I'm scared. What the fuck? Okay, whatever. What was I? It was laying on its back in the center of the floor like a murdered victim. Haha, fuck you! The fur on the costume was rotten and shedding, creating bare patches. The sight was off-putting enough that I actually put off photographing the thing until last. I took a picture of the costume hanging on the wall, upward angle, downward angle, side shots to show an entire row of frozen, putrid cartoon faces. Oh my god, this guy could work for the Playboy, you know. Yeah. I reached for the headpiece of a Donald Duck costume and carefully removed it so the thing wouldn't fall apart in my hand. As I looked into the face of the wide-eyed molded head, a loud clattering sound made me jump with fright. I looked down at my feet and there were between my shoes was a human skull. Holy shit! It had fallen out of the mascot head and shattered into pieces at my feet. Only the empty face and lower jaw remained, staring up at me. Oh, that's some freaky ass shit. I need proof of what happened, especially if Disney was going to somehow make this go away. I had no doubt in my mind right from the start that even if it was just gross negligence, Disney was responsible for this. That's when Mickey, the photo negative opposite Mickey in the middle of the floor, started to get up. Holy shit. First sitting up, then climbing to its feet. The Mickey Mouse costume, or whoever was inside of it, stood there at the center of the room, its fake face just starting directly at me as I mumbled, "No," over and over, shaking its hands, a violently thrashing heart and leg that had once again turned to Jerry. I managed to lift the camera and aim it at him. The opposite creature now quietly sizing up at me. Oh my god. The camera died when blank and quiet and broken. I raised my eyes once again to the Mickey Mouse costume. "Hey," I said it in a hushed, perverted, "Oh, you nasty, you wanna fuck Mickey Mouse? You asshole." The perfectly executed Mickey Mouse voice. Wanna see my head come off? It had to pull at its own head, working its clumsy clad fingers around its neck with clawing, impatient movements similar to a wounded man trying to pull himself free from a predator's jaw. So much thick, oh god, so much thick, chunky yellow blood. Wow, is that a racist joke to Asian people? No wonder that fucker got fired, you know. I turned away as I heard sickening tearing of cloth and flesh. Only cared about getting away. About the doorway out of this room, I saw the final message clawed into the metal with bone and fingernails. Abandoned by God. Oh, that's not nice, you know. I never got the picture out of the camera. I never wrote the blog entry about it after I ran from that place. Fled for my sanity, if not my very life. I knew Disney didn't want anyone to know about this place. They didn't want anyone like me getting in. They didn't want anyone like that getting out. Oh shit, some creepy shit. That was a good story, you know. Well, wow. Well, you know what? I'm back now, so Mickey Mouse won't be fucking you guys in the ass anymore. Anyway, so thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, like, and do the other thing. Sexual thing to me. You can fap to my voice. Very good. Anyway, okay, you know what? I'll see you guys next time. Bye!